What's going on, people, and welcome to Premier League predictions for game week 28. Feels like it's been a little while. I know it hasn't, but it feels like it has been. A lot of games coming up the weekend. Let me know yours in the comments, and let's get into it. So first up on Saturday, the earlier kickoff, 12:30, we've got Leicester City versus Leeds United. I'm going to go for a Leicester win in this one. I think Leeds are all over the place. Bielsa's just got the sack. I feel sorry for him. I'm not surprised that they sacked him, but at the same time, no one else has got Leeds back into the Premier League after all them years. They were in it when I was growing up in the 90s, Leeds, and he is the only man to get them back up into the top flight. I do think he was too stubborn with his tactics, and it's bit him, but I can't see anyone they're going to bring in that can do what he was doing before it started going downhill. So, tricky one with Leeds, and I feel bad for that set of players now because they were already on a downward spiral, and I think it's going to get worse now. And I don't want to see them go down again because I grew up with them in the Premier League, and they're a massive team. So, yeah, unfortunate circumstances, and I think Bielsa will be missed. He's admired by a lot, the likes of Guardiola. So, he's going to be a sore miss, and the exciting football he brought. So, I'm going to go with a Leicester win. I'm going to go 3-0. Aston Villa versus Southampton. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Villa win. I think it should be a very good game. Both teams I think play very good football. Villa have been on a little bit of a struggle in the last month or so. And they got the last vital win in the last game that desperately needed points, and they got them. And Southampton, I think, are going under the radar quite nicely at the moment. So I think it's got all the makings there for a great game, and I hope it is. And I'm going to go for Villa to edge it, and I'll go 2-1. Burnley versus Chelsea. I'm going to go 2-1 to Chelsea. Away at Turf Moor, tough place to go, but I think overall quality and ability, Chelsea should have enough. Interestingly, I watched them against Luton last night in the Cup, and Luton were up for it for probably at least the first half, and Chelsea's quality come into it more in the second half, and they got the win. But they give Chelsea a hard time, and Chelsea obviously switched around their lineup quite a lot from not a lot of time to rest and recuperate after the final the other day, and then they're back in the cup competition. So, but Sarr at the back was very dodgy for Chelsea, and a few moments there that they could have lost that tie, but they did get through. And I think that they'll do enough in this. It's tough though at Burnley, but I expect them to win, so I'm going to go 2-1. Norwich versus Brentford. There's not going to be a lot in it for me. There could be a lot of goals, but I haven't gone that way. But it wouldn't surprise me if it did go that way. But I'm going to go for a 1-0 Norwich win. I feel like Smith's turned them around a lot. I know they're still struggling. I think they're bottom currently. But it's close down there at the bottom, and I think that they could still climb. So, and I just feel like they're on a bit of better form than Brentford are. So I'm going to go for a Norwich win, and they're at home. So I'm going to go 1-0. Wolves versus Crystal Palace. 1-0 Wolves for me. It's at Wolves. I think that's a huge factor in the game. They're very good at home, Wolves. Don't concede a lot of goals. And Palace, I like what they're doing with Vieira, but they're very inconsistent. And I think Wolves are a lot more consistent than they are. So I'm going to go with Wolves to edge it. I'm going to go 1-0. Newcastle, Brighton. I'm going to go 2-0 to Newcastle. A few weeks back I wouldn't have said that. But since some of the players come in, Trippier's a huge miss, though, I must say that. But they're getting wins still without him in the team. So I'm going to go with them to continue the momentum they've got. They're at home again, which helps them a lot with all the Geordies behind them at that ground. And I think Brighton are a little bit on the ropes at the moment, a little bit inconsistent. So I'm going to go for Newcastle to get another 3 points in this, and I'm going to go 2-0. Liverpool versus West Ham. The later kick-off on Saturday at 5:30. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Liverpool. It's going to be interesting because this was one where West Ham could cause an upset if they play. They're going to have to be on their A game. If they are, they can cause an upset. But I expect Liverpool to get the 3 points, and I'll say 2-1 Liverpool. And then going into Sunday, we've got Watford versus Arsenal. 2 o'clock kickoff. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Arsenal win. Watford struggling a lot. Hodgson taking over. I think he's only won once since he's took over there. And Arsenal, I think they've turned around hugely in the last year under Arteta, this season especially. And I love what he's doing with them. So I think that they will get the 3 points in this. And I'm going to go for 2-1. Man City versus Manchester United, the Manchester derby. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get something from the game, because we actually have a pretty good record in these derby games against City. But the way it's going at the moment, I just fancy City still to take the 3 points. I think it's going to be similar to the Liverpool game where they drubbed us. But I wouldn't be surprised if we could nick it 1-0 or get a draw and a 1-0 or 2-0, something like that. It wouldn't surprise me, because we've done that under Ollie. So that I wouldn't be surprised by that. But I think the most logical and likely outcome is that City will continue their dominance in the league this year and get another 3 points to just try and accelerate away from everyone except Liverpool, who were pretty close on their tail. But I just don't expect us to even get a draw in this, to be honest, on current form and the way things are going. I'm going to go 2-0 to Man City, but hopefully we can get something from the game. Monday, Tottenham versus Everton. I'm going to go 2-0 Tottenham. Everton under Lampard, inconsistent. It's at Tottenham. I think Conte, he's not happy, obviously, at the moment, all the stuff he's been coming out and saying, and I don't blame him. But I think Kulusevski's settled in very quickly and is on form, got his first goal the other night. Kane looks to be back at it a bit more now. Son is always there. So I expect Tottenham to do enough in this one. I'm going to go for 2-0 to Tottenham. Then we've got Wolves-Watford on Thursday. 2-0 Wolves for me. Again, at home again, Wolves. Watford struggling. I think it'd be a routine win for Wolves, to be honest. 2-0. Southampton, Newcastle. Should be an interesting game. I think it could be a very good game. I expect quite a few goals in this one, and I've gone for 2-2. So hopefully that could be a barnstormer of a game and be entertaining. I'm going to go 2-2. And then lastly, for this game week, we got Leeds against Villa on the Thursday as well. At Leeds, could favour them, but they're missing key important players, and with Bielsa going as well, I think that changing room's going to be all over the place. I expect a win in this one, because I think they're more solid as a team under Gerrard, what they're doing. They got that cohesiveness, that fluidity, and the players are buying into what Gerrard's doing. I know they've been on a little bit of bad form, but they did win their last game. And I think they bounce back again with this and continue that. They go on a winning streak now, basically, for me. And I think Leeds is a perfect opportunity for them to do that. Even though it's at Leeds, with all the problems they've got at the moment, I think Villa will be licking their lips. They're going to be like a predator, going to wounded prey there. So I'm going to go for 3-1 to Aston Villa. So that is it for this game week, guys. Let me know your predictions in the comments. And before I go, the target is 2,000 subscribers by the 1st of June. I can only do it with your help, guys. We've only got a few months to do it, and I'm 1,800 in subscribers right now. So I'm currently 200 subscribers away. We can do it, though, but I need you guys to help. So with your help, let's get there. Come and join me on the road to 2,000. And look, even if I miss the deadline, which I don't expect to with your help, you've got to prove me wrong that we can do it. And let's do it before the 1st of June. But even if I don't, let's just get to them 2,000 subscribers. I don't care if it hits at Christmas. Obviously, I want to do it for the 1st of June, preferably before the 1st of June, because I like to set myself high standards and targets and achieve them. But this one involves you guys, so I need your help. So make sure you're clicked onto the notifications and you're subscribing. Share it to your friends. And I'll see you guys soon. Remember, let me know yours in the comments.